Best dieting advice for your health in 2020. There is no greater reason to diet than for your personal health and well-being. Those of us who are overweight know better than most the risks and possible consequences that may result because of our weight. Much like smokers, however, the risks do not always seem quite so cut and dry until we reach our very own turning point. Whether your eating habits are born of an addiction to certain foods, an emotional need, or years of learned behavior and conditioning, things will not change until you completely adjust your eating habits and your lifestyle choices. Dieting for many has become a lifestyle in and of itself, with people rapidly flip-flopping or yo-yoing from one diet to another with little success and growing despair over a sheer lack of results. The truth is that until you decide to forgive yourself for your failures and get right back on the wagon, so to speak, after falling off, no diet is going to be successful. A simple diet isn't going to magically make the pounds disappear, and constantly depriving yourself of those things you enjoy most may have a more detrimental effect than a positive effect. The number one thing most people need to learn is that dieting isn't always a good thing. What most people who are overweight need more than anything else is to incorporate positive lifestyle changes into their daily routines. People scoff at the notion of taking the stairs or parking farther away, and yet those are perfectly plausible methods of working a little more physical activity into your day. If those do not work for you, how about learning to dance? Seriously, there are beginner dance classes in most communities that will welcome and invite dances of all ages, sizes, and fitness levels if you are willing to make the effort. What a great way to get fit, learn something new, and have fun without feeling deprived. Another great thing about an activity such as a dance class, consider ballroom dancing with your significant other, is that you are not eating or tempted to eat during the time that you are dancing in most cases. Another great thing is that you are burning those calories you didn't eat. If dancing isn't your thing, try joining a walking club or finding another hobby. Anything that gets you on your feet and away from the temptation of your refrigerator is a good thing when it comes to dieting and weight loss. You cannot lose a significant amount of weight by dieting alone. You must incorporate physical fitness into your daily routine in order to achieve those immediate and visually stunning results that many dieters are hoping to achieve. Another pitfall when it comes to dieting is that people give up far too quickly. Just as the results are beginning and progressing, people get tired of the process and are frustrated that they aren't accomplishing enough dramatic weight loss as quickly as they had hoped, and given up altogether, marking off yet another failure, when they could have achieved greater success than ever before if they had stuck with their original diet plan a little longer. One more thing you should remember when it comes to dieting is that the scale can be your best friend or your worst enemy when dieting. If you are weighing yourself every day in hopes of watching the scale tick off yet another pound, you are dooming yourself to failure. You will never achieve the results you are hoping for if you are going into depressive bouts of rocky road or chunky monkey every night because you didn't lose 10 pounds overnight. When it comes to dieting, there are very few diets that work. There are, however, many lifestyle changes that, when practiced consistently and aggressively, will work. The thing to remember is that you are the one who must work, because it is quite unlikely that any diet will. Getting more alkaline into your diet. The pH Miracle Diet has revolutionized the perspective on eating. The diet aspires to achieve pH levels of 20% acid and 80% alkaline in food intake. This aims at equaling the pH levels of the bloodstream, which bends towards the alkaline. This can be challenging for quite a few people. The food they usually tend to indulge in is considered mostly acidic. It thus becomes important to recognize sources of alkaline content, construct a list of such foods, and add them to your pH Miracle Diet. Alkalizing foods neutralize the acidity present in the bloodstream, thereby giving the body the sensation of rejuvenation. They regenerate and restore cells in the system and refresh the body. They act as a breath of fresh air. Repeated intake of food high in acid content causes premature breakdown of the body. These acid bombs are carried throughout the system by the bloodstream, causing harm and posing a threat and danger to the body. We can optimize the pH level in our blood by identifying what foods have an alkalizing property and integrating it in our diet in higher amounts. Levels 7 and greater are considered alkaline. The levels of human blood are between 7.35 to 7.45. The simplest way to get alkaline into the system is by eating fruits and vegetables. Some alkalizing vegetables are barley grass, alfalfa, beet greens, beets, carrots, cabbage, broccoli. Chard greens, cauliflower, celery, collard greens, dandelions, cucumber, green beans, garlic, eggplant, green peas, kohlrabi, kale, lettuce, mustard greens, onions, nightshade veggies. Peppers, peas, parsnip, radishes, pumpkin, rutabaga, spinach, sea veggies, sweet potato, sprouts, watercress, tomato, wild greens and wheatgrass. Some alkalizing fruits are avocados, apricots, apples, berries, bananas, blackberries, cherries, cantaloupe, coconut, cherries, currants, figs, dates, grapes, honeydew, grapefruit, limes. Lemons, muskmelons, oranges, nectarines, peaches, pineapple, pears, raspberries, raisins, strawberries, rhubarb, tangerines, strawberries, tropical fruits, tomatoes and watermelon. In the process of addition of more alkaline in one's diet, protein can pose a problem. All animal-derived protein is acidic. But there are proteins that are alkalizing. Some are almonds, millet, chestnuts, tofu, whey protein powder and tempeh. What is food without those herbs, spices and sweeteners, which add greatly to its character? These alkalizing embellishments can be added to your culinary endeavors to balance out the pH levels. Condiments which have an alkalizing effect are curry, cinnamon, ginger, chili, pepper, mustard, sea salt, miso, stevia, tamari and all herbs. Minerals are also essential for health. Proper blood pH balance can be maintained by identifying which minerals are alkalizing. Some are potassium, cesium, sodium, magnesium and calcium. In addition to these, there are some ingredients that make the addition of alkaline to the diet even easier. These may be listed as vinegar, apple cider, alkaline antioxidant water, lecithin granules, bee pollen. Probiotic cultures, molasses, green juices, soured dairy products, fresh fruit juices, veggie juices, and mineral water. Knowledge of which foods and which supplements add alkaline to the pH levels is just the first step. Implementation, which takes commitment and planning, is the next. The best way to test the body's pH level, once these foods have been added to the diet, is the saliva strip test. These tests are available in most of the health food stores. A pH between 7 and 8 boasts of good health. You should not forget that the aim of the pH diet is to ensure that acidic intake is less than the alkaline intake. This does not necessarily mean that one cannot consume foods that are more acidic. The balance of your diet should merely be geared towards alkaline foods. Maintaining an appropriate pH balance will ensure that the body performs at an optimum level. Shopping tips for the pH Miracle Diet. There are a few guidelines to be followed if you are all set to experiment with the astounding pH diet plan. The first thing to be taken care of is to clean up all the foodstuff with high acidic content out of the refrigerator and the pantry. However, this would become difficult if you stay with other people in the house. In such a state, you need to take care that you clear out foodstuff which tempts you the most. Natural food stores and health stores are great options to get the foodstuff you will be consuming during the diet period, though grocery stores would also be suitable to get the needful things. In case you are in an area without such kind of specialty stores, the local grocery is the best solution. Certain points which need to be kept in mind while shopping as per your dietary requirements are discussed here. Make a list of the items that you need to purchase. It is no use walking around the store trying to recollect everything that you need. You can also plan the week's menu which you would be following and shop according to it. This would help you in buying only the stuff that you need and would, therefore, save time, money and wastage of items. You will have to buy a lot of alkaline stuff which would mainly be from a variety of vegetables. The next thing to be taken care of is that you need to be on a complete alkaline diet when you initially start off with the pH diet. Every kind of the pH diet, whether strict or lenient, aims at a perfect balance between alkaline and acids. Hence, this should be kept in mind while preparing grocery lists and menus. Foodstuff with lower levels of acids consists of whole grain pasta, bananas, eggs, dried beans, wheat bread, nuts and milk. A proportion of 70% alkaline to 30% of acids is considered ideal. While at a grocery store, you will notice that you would be more on the outside sections of the store, as that is the area which generally comprises of fresh food items which may match your needs during the diet period. The outer rim invariably consists of farm fresh products, meat and or deli products and the dairy products. Vegetables are the most prominent components of the PH diet, and hence more focus would be on them while shopping. Frozen and conventional produce contribute nothing to the diet plan. Hence it is an absolute waste using them. Instead, opt for farm-fresh produce if you can afford to get it. Another thing to be avoided is canned vegetables and fruits. They are absolutely unhealthy as they have a negative effect on the alkalinity of the fruits and vegetables, and they also contain a great deal of sodium in them. If fresh produce cannot be purchased, it is better to go with frozen ones. The best way to shop is by purchasing equal or balanced amounts of acidic and alkaline foodstuff so that you can get used to the new way of eating as well as the living. Just being extremely strict about the diet you consume will not produce the desired results. Rather, start gradually and balance food items in such a way that you get rid of all the acidic food in your diet with the passage of the period of diet plan. Stay committed and trust the process. Tell us which type of diet you are planning to start this year 2020 in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the bell icon to get notified when we post our daily videos. Thanks for watching.